Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video was actually very highly requested by all of you. I created this very quick and easy look using the majority of past Boxycharm boxes, and yeah, I filmed a May 2018 sneak peek. It was the third sneak peek for May, and even though I did get positive feedback on the item, the reality is people were really happy with the look and wanted to see how I came up with it. So I went ahead and filmed it for you guys. If you'd like to see how I came up with this super easy look using majority of Boxycharm items, keep watching. Quick side note, this here all will look familiar to you, yes. If you go onto my brow tutorial, I'm going to click right here. You will see that I look the same, and that's because I filmed that prior to filming this video for you guys. So I filmed that first, and then I did this one. And I said, why change my clothes? What does it matter? I'll just tell them I did 2 videos in one day. What's the big deal? So I'm letting you guys know I filmed 2 videos. So if you haven't watched the brow tutorial, that's actually really helpful. Click right here. Okay, here we go. So on to this tutorial. So the first thing I did was, before this I did my brows, girl, and then I did wash my face. I exfoliated and I moisturized just because you guys are pretty close and my skin was looking a hot mess. So the very first step is I'm going to use my primer. Use whatever primer you have. Any of these products that you don't have, don't feel like you need to run out and get it. I'm going to be honest, a lot of these things are, well, some of them are Boxycharm, not all of them. So if you don't have it, that's fine. Get something similar or something that works for your skin. Don't feel bad about it, and don't run out and spend a whole bunch of money for no reason. Like, trust me, you don't need to. So if you have this primer, use this one. If not, use the one that you like. So I'm gonna use this as a base for my skin and to prime it. I overdo it. I have several backups of this one. I like to use this one more of day-to-day for glowy looks. So I'm looking forward to the Cover FX one that we're supposed to be getting in May, because that's gonna be like a really good one for traveling, and maybe I won't use up all of my backups that I have of this one because it's so good. And I am adding a lot of illumination to my skin because for once in one of these videos I'm not putting highlighter on my skin. So I want as much glowiness as possible. So I'm gonna go in with my MAC strobe cream. I'm not gonna do a lot of this one, but I'm gonna do like a little bit of that. I really like the strobe cream. I don't like the smell of it though. Like, there's something about it. It's just kind of like, why, you know? So we're gonna apply the strobe cream. I'm gonna do the eyes first because the Cover FX Shimmer Veil does tend to kind of like flake off a little bit when you're blending. So I don't want to ruin my, like, the rest of my makeup. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna work on the eyes first. I'm gonna start the eyes off by priming. This is the Smashbox eyelid primer in the color light. Use whichever one you have. Again, I will continue to say use what you got. You don't have to feel like you gotta run out and buy stuff. I mean, if you want to, that's on you. If you want to, great, but don't feel like this will work with anything that you have, really. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. Mine is in the color Amethyst. I believe we all got the same color. I may be wrong, but I think we all did get the same color. And I like that it has a doe foot applicator. Makes life so easy. So I just totally went in and applied it all over my lid up to my crease, no further than that. And I just took a very compacted brush and blended that out. With this, you have to work quickly because if you don't, it dries and then it won't move anywhere. For the crease, I went in with this e.l.f. bronzer quad. I used this one up here. You can use whatever brown shade. Anything similar to this that you have will work. If you have an eyeshadow, perfect. I just had the bronzer quad right there and I was like, girl, just use that. So I used it to kind of blend my edges out on the crease. I come all the way in to like the inner corner and then blend out. and then I blow it out this way. I don't know if people do that, but I tend to just, if it's a neutral color that goes with my skin, I'll blow it out, why not? So this is generally what I do to my eyes. I used the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette for the outer corner of my eyes. The color I used is Man Eater. It is like a brick red. If you have anything similar to this, then use that. Anything like I don't know, like a blood red, a red like that would work. I'm using my favorite blending brush. This is the Mally Round blending brush. It is so good. So if you just go right over and start blending, this here, the shimmer veil, tends to flake off. So what I did was I just kind of pat it in place like so, and I build the color in on the outer edge, and then I just kind of pat and blend at the same time, so you're not just kind of scratching off what you've already done, but you're still blending it so it looks clean and effortless and properly blended. And then at the ends, I like to kind of flick it out a little bit. Now that the red is in place, I go in with the very same brush I used with the bronzer and just blend the edges out, make sure they're nice and seamless, and then move on to the next step. The next step is going into this Huda Beauty palette and using this black color. I have this very thin brush. It's an Urban Decay brush. It came with the electric palette. Any very small, thin brush would work. If you have a angled liner brush, that would work as well. I just had this one and it was easy access, also why not? So what I did was I just went along the edges, and instead of actual liner, I used the black eyeshadow as my liner, and then I flicked it at the end just a little bit. I'm gonna follow the eyes with this mascara. I got the Double Decker Lashes mascara by Butter London like a month or two ago. So whatever mascara is your favorite at the current moment, because mine changes all the time, just use that one. Now we're gonna work on the rest of our face, and you may or may not be surprised, but what I'm gonna use instead of foundation is my Shape Tape concealers. I have medium and I also have it in tan sand. So my tan sand I'm gonna use all over the face, and then my medium I'm gonna use under the eyes. I tend to actually do this a lot. I need to replace these concealers like ASAP. I like the formula and I like how it makes my skin look, and I've always said, hey, you know, if Tarte ever comes up with like a Shape Tape foundation, I'm gonna get it. I haven't gotten it, obviously, because if not, I'd be using it right now. And the thing about it is that I'm scared to actually get it. I've heard more bad reviews than good. Like, the reviews are generally pretty bad compared to the good ones, and so I'm afraid to buy it thinking I'm gonna love it and then hate it. So if you guys have tried that foundation and you absolutely love it, let me know which one you've tried, whether you've tried the hydrating one or the matte one, and why you love it. And also let me know if it oxidizes, because I've heard a person or two say it oxidizes, and I was like, really, Tarte, you're oxidizing? So please let me know, because I'm still open to get it. I'm just trying to find a good reason why I should dish the money out for it. So I'm gonna use this blending sponge, and I am going to blend out my concealer. And on the edge, I just use the tip because I want the eye to totally look like clean. And there you go. And if you're not sure, I have a few people who have said that you're not sure what goes where and why. I generally use concealer, a shade or two lighter under my eyes. That helps your eyes look less puffy, more awake, and actually goes really well with the whole look. So as you can see, look at that, like my eyes were like dark and now they're not, you know? So that's why I do it. Not everyone does that. A lot of people do, but not everyone does. Some people just want their under eyes to blend in with the rest of the face, and that is totally fine, whatever floats your boat. And then I'm gonna use the butt part or the rounder part. I always say the butt part, but you know, the rounder part, and I'm gonna blend it out everywhere else. So I used the darker shade all over my skin because I initially got that one thinking it would be perfect for under my eyes, and it totally wasn't, but it really did match my skin perfectly, as you can see. So I was like, girl, keep it. Keep it. You can use it on those days where you just want to spot conceal or just apply a quick coverage all over your skin, and that's what I've been doing, and look how good it looks on the skin, girl. And I've had a lot of compliments. They're like, girl, what foundation do you have? Your skin looks amazing. I'm like, it's not a foundation, it's a concealer. But see how that highlight that I added, the Max Strobe cream, at first, look what it does to the skin. It makes it look so glowy and healthy, and actually looks glowier on camera than it does in person because I don't look greasy at all. This is so good. To set my under eyes, I am gonna go in with this Laura Mercier powder. Always set your concealer if you don't want it to start to like separate and start looking chunky and cakey under the eyes. A little tip is make sure your sponge that you use is wet. That's one of my favorite ways of applying it because it applies a very thin layer, but it makes it look so airbrushed and natural, almost like you didn't have to powder it. It looks so good. So the under eyes are done, and I like this concealer as foundation because I don't have to set it. It's done. It sets as a powder. It's amazing. I did go in and apply some mascara underneath. I did not smoke out the bottom because I feel like the eyes at the top is more than enough, so I didn't do that. Now we're gonna go in and fill in the brows. So I used, again, 2 products that we did receive in our Boxycharm. So if you have all these items, you one lucky girl. So I filled in my brows mainly with the pencil, and then I use the fibers just to kind of like comb everything into place and set it in place a little better. Now on to the rest of the face. I'm gonna pull out my little quad, and I am going to use that very first color, the same one that we used on our crease for transition, and I'm just gonna bronze. This one's a really nice kind of natural bronze color for my skin, but I'm gonna top it in with something else. The next color I'm gonna use is this one right here, just super lightly, just to give me like a sun-kissed kind of, see, boom. See how different that looks? A little more on the orange side, which I'm cool with for now. I don't know when I'll get tired of it, but as of right now, I'm liking it. So I'm just gonna do that everywhere. I'm not trying to bronze myself the way my sister bronzed me because I was like, girl, you kind of overdid the bronzer. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it up here. You guys will get a good laugh. So if you just want to sit down and laugh a little bit, you should definitely go watch this video right here. For the cheeks, I'm going to use this trio. This is the Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limitless trio that we got from Boxycharm in a Boxycharm a few months ago. 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I'm gonna use this berry color right here. It's so pretty. It's one of my favorites, and the reason why I'm using the berry is because I'm not gonna apply any highlighter, but this has a little bit of sheen to it. Not super glittery, but just a little bit of sheen, and that works for what I'm doing with this look today. For the lips, I did 2 different color combination. So I did this L'Oreal Infallible Paints, the matte ones in Tongue Tied, but then I mixed a little bit of this Ofra in the color Santa Ana. We got this in a Boxycharm some time back as well. Not that long ago, but we did. So that's what I did. I just applied this one and then realized it was a little too light for me and for the look. So then I went in with Santa Ana. And then to set everything in place, I'm going to use my Cover FX setting spray. See, I told you, a lot of this stuff we did get in Boxycharm. We get amazing things. A lot of the time. Not every single time, but a lot of the time. Okay guys, so here is the final look. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I also hope that it was very easy for you to follow as well. Let me know down below what you think, if you're gonna recreate it, if you're excited to try to play around with that shimmer veil if you haven't done so as of yet. That is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any future requests, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to film those for you. I've been getting so many requests and it makes me feel good because I want to film what you guys want to see. And if there's anything you want to see with regards to the boxes or any specific looks that you kind of want to come up with but need some ideas, I'm more than happy to film some of those for you. As always, I'm going to include my social media platforms right here. Make sure you follow me over there, as well as make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure you click that bell button. YouTube will let you know every time I upload a video. I'm also suggesting some videos right over here for you guys, just in case you want to keep watching my content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.